Hello Aquarius and welcome to Tarot by Julie. This is your July 2022 reading. Let's get started. Alright, so remember this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Alright, okay, that should be good. Okay. For your recent past, we have the Two of Wands, and remember, roles can be reversed as we do have cross watchers. Current energies, Ace of Pentacles. Future energies, the High Priestess. Let's go ahead and pull a couple more cards for you. The World, the Chariot, Wheel of Fortune, the Hanged Man, Eight of Wands, and Three of Swords. Okay, so in your recent past, I see that there was somebody here that you've been kind of waiting on, okay? And you will, and remember, this is general reading, but you will know if this resonates right away, okay? Or if this is your story. And so you have been waiting for somebody in your recent past, and this is somebody that you felt like was the one. You're like, oh, this, like, they're everything that you hoped for, wished for, the way they look, the way they carry themselves, like their smarts, common sense, just everything, just overall, general feelings towards this person. You're just like, they're it. This is it. However, but you didn't proceed. Why? Why didn't you proceed? I felt like they're just like, hey, Aquarius, I'm here, like, for you, pretty much, you know? I'm here, you like me, like, I'm everything that you ever wanted and stuff like that. But at the same time, you're just like, yeah, but you just didn't make, like, a progressive kind of move. You didn't, like, go for it. Why? Let's see why. Oh, the Hermit. Okay, so you may have been dealing with an earth sign, Virgo in particular. They don't have to be, but I just feel like this is the type of person that kind of retreated. They took time away from you to do a little soul searching, and just to kind of like, you were their light too. That's the thing. You were their light. You know, you made them happy and stuff like that. But I think because of your unwillingness to progress this further with great strides, great effort, they just felt like you weren't willing to put in your all to be with them. So they retreated. They took a step back. I almost get this feeling like they felt a little rejected. They felt a little rejected. They just kind of felt like it wasn't going anywhere, and it was the energy between you two and the connection was kind of at a standstill. And so I kind of see that you both didn't really put an effort at the end of the day. I just see your energy kind of waiting around, seeing what happens, and then they just kind of took it like you weren't interested in them enough to progress it further, okay? And so for your current energies, I see that you're finally ready for like some level of commitment. You're just like, I wanna offer this person that you really were like vibing with, who you felt they were your other half kind of thing. You're ready now. You're like, I want something committed. I want to take this forward. You want progression and movement, and you want to communicate with them, because I feel like in the recent past energies, you didn't want to talk to them. I mean, they didn't want to talk to you, and you didn't really like make the most effort. But I see like a 180 here, sort of like you're kind of ready to just like get going, keep doing it, and try to have some level of momentum in your connection. In your future energies, so the person that you're dealing with is very intuitive. They're very like spiritually connected, and they've been kind of getting downloads that, this was a significant connection. And I got to say it. I just kind of get this feeling like, even though this is a very like divinely orchestrated kind of connection, you guys were definitely meant to meet. You guys were definitely meant to exchange energy, so to speak, and kind of learn from one another. And it really triggered you and them to, it was kind of, I don't want to say like a soul awakening, but it just definitely ignited something within you, where perhaps in the past you kind of had this like limbo, stagnant kind of energy where you weren't necessarily willing to kind of go after what you want and stuff like that. But this person really brought that out of you, and I can't help but feel like some of you, not everybody, but there is this coming back around kind of energy. However, but at the end of the day, I don't know, I just still sense this like a lot of like heartache and pain as a result of not being able to fully get through to this person that you're dealing with. I see them kind of having their guard up. They have kind of taken themselves out of the situation and really went within to reflect, to analyze what they have learned from the situation and whether or not this is going to progress any further. But let's pull a couple more cards. I want to see where this is going, okay? Oh, Four of Wands, the Moon, and the King of Swords. Okay, some of you guys just might have a reconciliation here. Like you guys might come together, or like, I don't know, I just kind of get this feeling like some of you guys, this is going to work out. And yes, there was a lot of uncertainties, and there still is a lot of uncertainties, but you're just like, at this point, you know what? You want to be logical and methodical and willing to put forth some strategy. I see you trying to put your best foot forward, and if you may not have come towards this person righteously in the past, you really want to change that. I feel like you kind of took this time, and this is another thing, like I could have, I don't know, like for me, I try to listen to, my higher self and just timing and all of that. And for some reason, like I just could not get to Aquarius and Pisces earlier. I just feel like there was a lot of like energy still at play that needed to be kind of settled in before I can do this reading. So hence why this is going out now versus earlier. But because I mean, if you guys checked out your past videos, there were pretty heavy energies, and I feel like there was a lot of shadow work, going within, trying to deal with your past traumas, to give you a little, I feel like I need to give you a little insights as to what shadow work really is. My definition is So we all have the light and dark side within ourselves, right? It's not necessarily, you know, good and evil. It's not necessarily like that. Energetically, we just by us being here on earth and by dealing with everybody here on earth, you know, we're trying to coexist, right? And along the way, we pick up certain habits and exposures. You know, some people may have gone through tough breakups. Some people have had to go through, you know, painful separations and stuff like that. And all of that little things kind of gets, we pick it up energetically. We pick it up. And so, you know how, so the more open and willing to see a different perspective really helps into not being so narrow-minded to seeing just what you want to see or what you've been conditioned all these years to see. One of the great perks, I think just the fact that you're here and watching this video clearly shows me that you are willing to see a different perspective and hear, you know, some insights as to how you can make your situation better by having these, you know, spiritual insights, so to speak, you know, what they're thinking. And by knowing what they're thinking and the energy and where it's headed, you know, what you're doing and how it all connects with the people around you, it helps you to recognize, you know, perhaps all the negative, dark, shadow stuff that you have accumulated through the years. By being conscious of it and being fully aware, because once you know, kind of like once you know when something's going to happen, you're able to, you know, either accept it or change it. That's one of the great things about, you know, energy and timing and stuff like that. By you knowing something in advance, where the current energies are, and if you don't like the way something is going, you have free will to change it in a sense. And so that's why, you know, with tarot and stuff like that, you know, I can tell you, you know, what the energies are right now and what your future energy looks like. But energy isn't necessarily set in stone. And so, and that's also part of the journey, you know, you were meant to find this message. You were meant to hear it. And if you are resonating with what I've been saying so far, this message is definitely for you, because, you know, not everybody is going to find this message. And I take it as it's because they weren't ready to hear the message, you know? So good. You're headed in the right direction. But let me go ahead. I just want to give you a little bit more insights as to what's going to happen here in July, okay? For the rest of July, what's going to happen? Yeah, 3 of Cups. The Empress. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. You guys, what's going on? Okay, so like I feel like there's been a huge shift between the last time I did your reading and this time. It's 180, like I mentioned, 180. I feel like you're inviting like positive energy, like good vibes, good times. You're ready to not be so stuck in the past and how things were, and you're willing to take progressive steps into bettering your life, bettering your circumstances. And I feel like the rest of sorry, I sometimes get hiccups during readings when I channel. But yeah, the rest of July looks pretty good. Like July and beyond, I just kind of feel like there's gonna be more happy times. And there's one energy in particular that you really see them in a really good light, okay? And this is, let me just ask one thing, okay? Ooh, okay, 8 of Swords. For some of you, it may be new romantic interest, new love. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be the person from the past. I see that some of you are connecting with other people as well, but there's one person in particular, may or may not be the person of the past. I feel like, here, let me just pull one more card. Okay, Ace of Wands. Yeah, for some of you, it's definitely like I don't want to say return of the past, but there is just this like reigniting of a past connection, and it's kind of like you forced it into. It wasn't even like, you know, they came to you, so to speak. Like, you really kind of made this happen. You turned your destinies, so to speak, to be in each other's lives again. Like, that's your goal. And yes, there's a lot of like stress and anxiety and uncertainty surrounding this connection, because I feel like this person kind of makes you nervous. And you know, you've been kind of wondering, you know, are you gonna make the same mistakes that you have done in the past? Is there gonna be a repeat of the past, like that you don't want to go through again? You're worried. You're a little worried. But it's all in your head. It's not necessarily what's present, but you've just been kind of, you know, around the block, so to speak, to realize now that, you know, this person is somebody that you really care about, you really see in a high light, you have them in like a high pedestal, and it's not necessarily, you know, you're not making this up. They really are somebody of worth, and I just kind of feel like this is all headed in the right direction, in the sense of you guys both want something steady, you both want something committed, and I feel like there's money involved too. Like I feel like this person, the person you're dealing with, they kind of come with money, and by them being in your presence, you are going to also attract money as well. I don't know, it's just overall very good energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance, and so I just kind of feel like you really needed time. You guys both needed some time to heal, but I feel like it's headed in the right direction. You really need to heal some like past wounds though. If you have been hurt in the past, if somebody broke your heart and stuff like that, try not to carry that with you. Wow, so Queen of Wands. I'm really getting a feeling that you are going to be rekindling a past connection, somebody that you felt very connected to. This is a very attractive individual, and they're like kind of go-getters, and they know that they are of value. They are goal-oriented. You know, they have this, like, if they have a vision, they carry it out and they go for it. But they're also not the type to waste their time, okay? They're just kind of like really direct and go after what they want. They can be a business minded person, like business oriented. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and wrap up the reading with one final message from the universe. What is Aquarius's advice? Okay, we have here 5 of Cups. Okay, don't be sad. Don't be sad. If you're sad, if you're like all down and dopey and like mopey, mopey, okay? Okay, some of you may be resorting to alcohol or certain vices. to kind of help with the depression and pain. But try not to do that, okay? Try not to do that. I feel like there is love coming in. There is a strong connection, but I feel like you are so focused on what happened in the past, you really need to let that go, okay? So these two energies needs to be healed. Look at that. Sadness, heartbreak, that needs to be healed, along with, you know, don't think so hard, don't think so much about the connection. It's just like, you know, don't be sad, don't be heartbroken, don't overthink things, don't be stuck in the past is what it's saying, okay? Really heal. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And for those of you returning, thank you so much for coming back and watching. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.